You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. Tensions between Russia and Ukraine have intensified after hundreds of murdered civilians were allegedly found following the withdrawal of Russian forces from Ukraine's Bucha. Russian military forces on Monday night destroyed a training base of the Ukrainian Special Forces in Ocharkov using a high-precision sea-based missile. The Russian Defense Ministry said on Tuesday the center is also used as a camp for foreign mercenaries in Ukraine. Russian forces also destroyed 4 fuel depots serving the Ukrainian army with the air-based missiles, according to the ministry. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Monday visited the town of Bucha outside Kyiv, where hundreds of murdered civilians were allegedly found after the Russian forces withdrew, the Ukrinform news agent said. At least 280 people, including children, were found dead in Bucha, some 28 kilometers northwest of Kyiv, after the Ukrainian army retook control of the town from the Russian military. Zelensky earlier called the killings of civilians in Bucha a war crime. The Russian Defense Ministry on Sunday referred to Kyiv's accusation on alleged killings of civilians in the settlement of Bucha. Russia will present empirical evidence to the United Nations Secretary Council that forces have not been killing civilians in Ukraine and were not involved in events in Bucha. Valery Nebenzia, Russia's envoy to the UN, said at the press conference on Monday. Meanwhile, Russia and Ukraine are continuing their intensive talks via video link after the latest face-to-face negotiations concluded in Turkey, Istanbul last week. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Monday that the possibility of success of Russia-Ukraine talks always exists. He hopes Kyiv will follow in national interest of Russia-Ukraine peace talks, but not listen to advisers from afar. Zelensky said Monday that he thinks the negotiations with Russia is becoming increasingly difficult given the killing of civilians in Bucha. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres on Monday called for an independent investigation into the killings of the hundreds of civilians in Bucha. "I'm deeply shocked by the images of civilians killed in Bucha, Ukraine," Guterres wrote on his official Twitter account. It is essential that an independent investigation leads to effectively accountability. European countries continue to pressure on Russia by expelling Russian diplomats on Monday and Tuesday. Germany on Monday announced 40 officials of the Russian embassy were declared undesirable and they need to leave Germany within 5 days. Italy announced on Tuesday that the country has expelled 30 Russian diplomats on the national security grounds. Danish Foreign Minister Jeppe Kofod announced that the expulsion of 15 Russian diplomat staff members during a foreign policy board meeting on Tuesday, accusing them as intelligence officers for espionage. France's Minister of Europe and Foreign Affairs said on Monday that the country has decided to expel 35 Russian diplomats. Russia will respond proportionally to some Western countries' expulsions of Russian diplomats. Deputy Chairman of the Russian Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, said Monday. The expulsion of Russian diplomats from several European countries is a pre-agreed campaign that strikes a bilateral relations, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Alexander Krashko said on Tuesday. Obviously, this campaign is pre-agreed, a blow in the beginning dealt with bilateral relations through the channels of diplomat communication, and the Deputy Minister was quoted as saying by TASS. So far, around 20 countries are in a diplomatic rift with Russia, and Russian Foreign Minister spokesman Maria Zakharova said Russia will give appropriate response. The United Kingdom on Monday called on its allies to impose together sanctions against Russia following the alleged killings of civilians in Bucha. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen on Tuesday announced the EU is proposing a fifth package on sanctions against Russia or Ukraine. The sanctions include an imported ban on coal from Russia worth €4 billion per year, a full transition ban on 4 key Russian banks, among the VTB, the second largest Russian bank. Still, the EU will ban Russian and Russian-operated vessels from accessing EU ports and the Russian and Belarusian road transport operators, as well as import further export bans on crucial areas like advanced semiconductors, machinery and transport, The EU is also seeking specific new import bans worth €5.5 billion and other targeted measures against Russia, von der Leyen said. A day earlier, French President Emmanuel Macron had called for progress in further moves towards sanctions on the European Union level, which he said could target the oil and coal industries.
Deuxièmement, il est clair qu'il y a des indices aujourd'hui